Hello, this is Julian Rico, and welcome to Sports News. As we're on the first day of July, 2024 on Sports News. Let's start off with NBA because we have some big names in this list. The big one is the Sixers are actually signing Paul George to a 4-year, 112 million-dollar deal. Typically, this makes sense. It is a 4-year deal, so I don't think this is the right money, but I would say it's a 4-year deal. Paul George to the Sixers. This makes sense. This is not a surprise. I did say in the last video that the Sixers were the front runners, and they are on the verge to sign Paul George. This is not a surprise, but Paul George going to the Sixers. The Sixers are also signing guard Kaylee Orbit Jr. to a 2-year, $16.3 million deal. The Sixers are re-signing Tyrese Maxey to a 5-year, $204 million max deal. And now you get the big three in Philly: Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and now Paul George. So it's going to be a good big three in the Sixers. The Bucks signed guard Dalen Wright to a 1-year, $33 million deal. The Bulls signed center Jalen Smith to a 3-year, $27 million deal. The Celtics got the gang back together as Derek White gets a 4-year, $125.9 million extension, while Jason Tatum gets a 5-year, $314 million extension. Tatum now, surprisingly, is the highest paid player in NBA history. Both guys deserve it. Derek White and Jason Tatum. Shout out to the Boston faithful over there. Jason Tatum, Derek White. Congratulations for those extensions. Let's keep going. The Clippers signed forward Nick Batum to a 2-year, $9.6 million deal. The Jazz were signing former Suns center Drew Eubanks to a 2-year, $10 million deal. The Magic signed center Goga Batso to a 3-year, $25 million deal. And this is the biggest one of them all. So the Mavericks acquired former Warriors guard Klay Thompson on a 3-year, $50 million deal in a multi-team sign and trade for 2 second-round picks. The Hornets were also part of this, so this was a 3-team trade. The Hornets acquired forward Josh Green. And this is the end of a dynasty for the Warriors. This was not a crazy news, or you might be going, Klay Thompson's gone. The Splash Brothers are gone. But this was a surprise. This came down to the Lakers and the Mavericks. The Lakers, of course, LeBron James did call Klay Thompson to come to LA for negotiations, but it looked like Klay Thompson wanted to go in Dallas. And now you got the big three in Dallas. You now got Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and now Klay Thomas. Let me know in the end of the comment section, who do you think had the best signing, Paul George or Klay Thompson? But let's keep going. The Pistons have signed forward Tobias Harris to a 2-year, $52 million deal. The Raptors are re-signing forward Garrett Temple to a 1-year contract. Interesting. The Rockets are re-signing guard Aaron Holiday to a 2-year, $10 million deal. The Thunder have re-signed forward Aaron Wiggins to a 5-year, $47 million deal. The Thunder made some good moves here as they also signed former Knicks center Isaiah Hartenstein to a 3-year, $87 million deal. The Thunder also re-signed guard Isaiah Joe to a 4-year, $48 million deal. The Timberwolves re-signed center Luka Garza to a 2-year contract. The Warriors did something, but this one is hopefully to replace Klay Thompson. They signed guard DeAnthony Melton to a 1-year, $12.8 million deal. The Heat are signing guard Drew Smith to a two-way contract. The Magic are signing guard Gary Harris to a 2-year, $14 million deal. And the Clippers are signing former Sixers center Mo Bamba to a 1-year contract. Um, Big story, Paul George and Klay Thompson are off the board, and now we're going to get some lesser names in this free agency market. But overall, the big names are off the board. We're still waiting for LeBron James, so we're keeping an eye on that. Let's talk about the NFL because it's been a long time talking about the NFL. Of course, we're 1 month away until the preseason starts, but also this month is the month of training camp, and I will hope to do a video for your team's record predictions. Who will go in fourth? Who will go in first place? Let me know if you want that to happen in the video. I will actually do it. So if you want to see where your team will go, I will have maybe 5 to 10 likes to this video. It will be nice. Let's get to the NFL. So the Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers missed minicamp for a trip to Egypt. Now they did have minicamp during the off season, but Aaron Rodgers missed it. So he had a trip to Egypt. I think is a question about it, but he has some Achilles recovery to deal with. So yeah, makes sense. D'Amico Ryans, the head coach of the Texans, isn't resetting on the success he enjoyed during the 2023 season as he prepares his club, his team for the 2024 campaign. And he quotes, "The most exciting thing, what I love about the NFL, is it doesn't matter what happens last year. Hit reset." I love what he is saying right there. Hit reset, meaning we want to reset the season. I know last season was good, but we need to focus on this season. It's a reset button. Now they're going to be hoping to keep doing that. I love what he's doing. But the Texans could win the division. We are talking about this already, but D'Amico Ryans is knowing that this is just a start, guys. I'm hearing Super Bowl contenders, okay? But we're just hitting the reset button for this season. Let's go to the Panthers. Panthers head coach Dave Canales on the offense saying, and this is a longest quote, it all starts with the run game and having Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis in there because I love our backfield. Canales said, adding Jonathan Brooks, an opportunity came to us with a really talented guy. And again, depth, talent, just keep adding key pieces. Challenge your roster. That's what this draft and this offseason was all about. I feel confident that we'll be able to have a successful run game, which for me opens everything else up. Okay, I love what he's saying about the running game, but we want to see if he can actually improve Bryce Young. Now, I like what he said about the running game. The reason why they pick up Jonathan Brooks, really talented guy. He put that, but he also mentioned depth, talent, and adding a key piece to the team. But I like this. I like what he's doing. I like this coach who's talking about the offense. We know the passing game is going to be good, but he is also mentioning the running game that the Panthers normally love to do the most. But passing is going to be interesting to see. I think Dave Canales is a guy that wants the running game getting working, and I think he saw that last year when he was the Bucs offense coordinator. They want to run the football, play action, those kinds of schemes. I think this is a good way to say, all right, we are going to improve the passing game, and then we want to work on the most focused one, and that is the running game. Let's get to the NHL free agency, and there's a lot of news, but I will give you the link that will show you every of your team's signings. But I'm going to give you the big names, starting with Florida with Sam Reinhart signing an 8-year deal with Florida. Chris Tavy, the former Stars, Dallas Stars player, signed a 6-year deal. Joseph Holt will go to Toronto on a 3-year deal. Jacob Sullivan will go to an 8-year deal with the Hurricanes. Jack DeBrusk signed a 7-year deal with Vancouver. Brandon Montour will sign a 7-year deal with Seattle. David Pern will sign a 2-year deal with Ottawa and the Sooners. Steven Stamkos signed a 4-year deal with Nashville, which that links us to there's 2 more players and Nashville won, and they killed this free agency. Massive 4-year deal for Steven Stamkos. Ellis Lindholm signs a 7-year deal with the Bruins. Vector Advisor will sign a 2-year deal with the Oilers. Nikat Zafarozov signed a 6-year deal with Boston. Anthony Declaire signed a 4-year deal with the Islanders, and Jonathan Drouin will remain as a Colorado Avalanche, signing a 1-year deal. Again, I will bring you the rest of the signings in the link that I will share to you. Overall, this is how much I can give you. Let's get to the Euro soccer news. How about surprising France beating Belgium? Not surprised. Well, it was a tie game, but it was an own goal for Belgium. And France moves on. And who you're going to take on? A crazy game between France and Portugal. Yep, you heard the team right. Portugal. After coming from 0-0, the game against Slovenia went to extra time and then went to penalties. And Portugal move on. And guess who they're going to play? They will play France. A rematch of the 2016 finals that France should have won, but Cristiano Ronaldo punches France out of the put them in second place, and Portugal win the 2016 Euros. You don't want to miss the other games. Romania versus Netherlands at 12 p.m. on Fox, Fubo, and Slim TV. And Austria versus Turkey at 3 p.m. on Fox, Fubo, and Sling TV. And let's end off with Copa America. Copa America was tough, but the USA is eliminated. 1-0, and you lose to Uruguay. And Panama just crushed Bolivia, 3-1 over Bolivia. So Uruguay and Panama move on, and the USA is eliminated. Tough one. And I'll give it to Spanish Rico for a second. Panamá ganó 3-1 contra Bolivia y Estados Unidos, como México, 0-1 contra Uruguay. Bye-bye México y bye-bye Estados Unidos. Also, el noticia de México, el Jaime Lozano va a remain as the coach del Nacional de México. Necesitamos un nuevo coach o algo. ¿Qué crees, México? ¿Tú crees que debemos traer un nuevo técnico para la selección de México? Te lo pongo allí en the comments. For the USA, do you think you need to change a manager? I'll put that comment also to you guys. And then you get to the final games. Brazil versus Colombia and Costa Rica, Paraguay. Both will play at 9 p.m. But Brazil-Colombia will play at Levi Stadium on FS1, 2N and Univision. And Costa Rica, Paraguay will play at Q2 Stadium on FS2 and Unimas. It is July. I know July. We're getting closer to college football and the National Football League. But again, I will do a college football and the NFL predictions on this month. Yes, this is going to be crazy. It will be the craziest month you will ever experience. College football predictions. Who will win the SEC, the ACC, the Big 10, the Big 12, and the NFL? Who do you think will win the AFC East and NFC North? Who knows? I will do it. It will start on Friday and Saturday, all as I will break down who will win the ACC championship or whatever, who will be in the college football playoffs, and of course, who will win the division. But it'll be one by one video, so stay tuned for that. Again, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And as always, guys, it's been a pleasure on Sports News, July 1st, 2024. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.